silly tonight.
That is not what I expected at all. But you did your thing.
I've done,
and I loved it.
I've used up all my cookie cutter intros. I got to start improvising.
Yeah, just make them up on the spot.
Just I'm gonna be like facing the other way someday, just like looking out the window. Hey, it's Danby Lima. It's fun to see this again.
Yes, sir. Winners finals. We have got there finally. Now, Danby has taken a recent set from Lima, but the set count right now, as far as who has the advantage, is of course Lima. I mean, look at what just happened. What? Lima beats Danby? Huh? No, he's a killer. He's a killer. Danby has gotten it recently, but it's not. Bro, you know what? Never mind. Let's just.
He's a killer. Lima is a killer, but he's also a dyer. So you have to consider that. True. This is the crux of the #1 in this region. He can play both sides.
Right. We were talking about how Lima is very good at every facet of the game, and sometimes it's, you know, dying.
He's even good at the bad things, which is crazy.
Wow. Duality.
Thinking about like the West Ball's famous 8-stock games. Where it's just like, yeah, every single stock is going to be gone by the time. Oh my! I thought that was it.
Every down air is a suicide down air.
For no reason other than just he probably thinks it's really funny.
Yeah. Oh man, I miss Weston loves down air. I miss him so much. Shout outs to the boys in SoCal. Not SoCal on screen though. Of course, you tuned in to Tourney Locator because you love you some Texas Smash. DFW does it better.
One of the best local scenes to watch, and I will say that until the day I die because it has never not been true.
I agree with you. Always been spicy tournaments. Never quite sure who's going to win. You can have a good idea, but it's going to be a great time watching that whole entire process.
Dude, we talked about how Danby has beaten Lima before. Like, yeah, Lima wins like 90%.
I would say 90%.
Shockwaves,
right.
But there is that 10%. You never know what week it's going to be. And Danby's certainly one that is capable of doing it because he is just one of the most consistent players that has ever touched the sticks in this region.
Right.
You can see him right now playing with a lead, 155, and I like that he's not, you know, trying to mix up movement on the invincibility or anything because he knows that Lima's the kind of guy to try to hunt that down.
Right. Good respect. Got it. Oh, the dash attack catching Danby's big dumb Yoshi head above the ledge. You hate when that happens.
I mean, that's exactly what I was talking about, right? Is that sometimes, you know, you're trying to not get hit right when you're at that high percent, and then you. I'm also getting stumbled by that.
Yeah.
Welcome again. Welcome to the Lima show.
Yeah,
sometimes that's what it comes down to, isn't it? Because there's always another player playing, but it's sometimes it really feels like it's just up to Lima to determine how the set goes.
Right.
So, like,
whether or not he's winning or losing.
Yeah, like it's like, okay, he's decided to be in 3 side Bs mode today. You know, which is one thing, but the other player has to be able to capitalize. Danby's done a good job of that so far.
We'll get back to stage, and maybe you can have a possibility of taking this game 1. Lima, of course, always hunting in position to punish even the slightest commitment.
And I like that when the air dodge comes out from Danby right there, you always have to respect either he's going to drift all the way to center stage or immediately use that momentum reset to try to drift back towards the ledge.
Right.
You never know, right? Because, I mean, if he lands under that platform and you're trying to, you know, get an aerial out to stop him, you could be in trouble.
Trouble is the name of the game right now for Danby. Lima has no more stage control as he ran off. Very questionable. Now Danby's opportunity to do the same exact thing back, the down tilt.
And barely able to live because that ABK is great, and that's going to get him the game. Again, we talked about this a while ago, but the way that Lima uses Witch Time, like, offensively is very off-putting but very effective.
Right, right. I agree with you. It's not many people that talk about the uses of Witch Time outside of defensive, where you read, you know, the attack when you're in disadvantage. But Lima will convince you that he very art of war, now that I think about it, will convince you that he's in a disadvantage, and then it's reverse card.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I haven't thought about it that way, but yeah, that really is why that makes it work, is that he'll just hit your shield like 40 billion times, and you're like, surely he's out of resources now.
You'll swear it's your punish.
So close.
Dreadful. And I'll be like, can someone shut this girl up?
Not until Bayonetta 3 comes out, baby.
BB.
Bayonetta is now fighting for the world.
Bayonetta versus the world.
That's it for Lima right now. Rocking with that 1-0 lead, taking Danby off stage. I guess trying to read the DI or don't. That's so nasty.
So unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Danby deciding to come up with the up air, you know, challenging Lima on the way down, but since they traded the aerials, put him right in position for Lima to back air.
Wow, and then DIing out of that down B. Yeah, Danby's getting really unlucky.
Bad rolls.
Sometimes, man, in a game like Smash where there are so many variables, that it can come down to that. See, though, yeah, I like just the pokes back and forth.
He's very good at every facet of the game. Literally every single one. Even the ones he's not supposed to.
Even the ones he's not supposed to.
Danby wasn't even next to him.
He was already on stage.
He was already on stage.
Oh, man.
I love him.
It's, again, you can't say that watching Lima isn't fun.
It's always exciting. You literally never know what will happen next.
Isn't that what we want? Isn't that why we watch Smash week after week, is to see something new?
Exactly, it's theater. And
it
Lima is the
theater.
lead actor.
He is the compelling force. as my play analysis class.
The headliner.
Yeah.
Oh, the double afterburner.
Just to force Danby all the way into the corner and then all the way across the stage.
Yep.
Okay. I thought that was just gonna straight up take him off
You
the
know
top.
what? I was waiting for it.
I was like, you know what? It'd be very anticlimactic, but certainly what I would have laughed at.
Yeah, oh yeah. Because usually if that, you know, you get that combo, that down throw to up air, it should never connect and kill.
Yeah.
Right? It should only connect. But it looked like it was going to.
And now it is even. Back to an even. Well, and okay.
Theater.
It's theater.
It's
you never
theater.
know.
It's
You
theater.
think you know what's coming next, and it's not.
Right.
It's not. I just assume, you know, Lima gets his big combo set up. It's going to go a very long way like this, and I go, well, it's not a lead anymore. Well, you know.
Very reminiscent of East Coast, where it's like one hit, and they're like, that's it. That's it. He's dead. That's it.
I love it when East Coast crowds start popping off.
Some of the greatest, most infectious crowds there is.
Lima, big commit on the heel slide, though, with the kick as well. Oh! But there's the sweet spot again. Man, this spacing just do not... I feel like for a while, Lima just, like, never hit the sweet spots on those back airs. And it was like, oh, he got the... Oh. And then it would, like, his opponents would live until, like, 180.
Right.
He's gotten so much more consistent in hitting those.
And I think... It's funny that you said. I was just thinking about that. I think it's because Lima has now started to consider his spacing where if I don't get hit, then I'm fine. But if you commit, then you get hit, and I get to choose what I get to do. It's not necessarily about me getting the hit. It's if you get hit. Yeah. And that kind of philosophy will carry you very far. Watching your spacing and letting the other person get hit will get you scores like this, 2-0 over Danby so far.
And then trying to go for that zigzag, right? That sort of Z motion that he does with the two ABKs. Always wants to try and see, right? If that's basically him saying, all right, I'm guaranteed to...
Oh my God, bro.
Can I have more than 20 seconds to explain
that
something,
was
Lima?
smooth as silk, but it hurt like hell.
It hits you right in the throat.
And in my
it's
soul.
a throat chop. Yeah. as the Umbra Witch will do.
Yeah. Oh!
Wait. Last time Lima died for this, and he does again! Danby!
Slaps. Danby with a quick death and a quick kill. From the grave.
I summoned Danby from my graveyard. I will attach forward air. Neighbor would know how to follow up.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know why I'm sitting here. I don't even know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! What am I doing?
I do know some Smash. I do know Lima. Whoa! The instant down B. I don't see Danby use that option too much, and rightfully so. You overuse it, you get punished. But that was a great moment. And big damage on that punish, too.
I mean, Lima did exactly the same thing.
Oh, big damage on that punish, too.
Oh, he's super dead.
Oh, no.
You were talking about this earlier, Lima getting those extensions off of the side platforms. That can really turn games around. you have to really watch how you land on those platforms. Because honestly, most players, when they have a juggle, they try to prevent you from landing on the platforms in the first place, because it can be really awkward to get like a solid punish on there, but not Lima. It's like, all right, well, but if I hit you up here, then bye-bye.
I mean, it's funny you say that too, because there are not many characters that rely good back air. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard, but Danby's back on stage. Not many characters rely very heavily on big punishes from the platform. You know, whereas Lima and Bayonetta, they get a huge reward for that.
Hunts. I mean, he does actively hunt for it, which is, again, like, it's just so different from what you're used to seeing with other characters.
Right.
It's, again, plays into that being fun to watch.
Taking advantage of a skill set I don't think many players have.
What is he doing?
Planking.
Like, just the way that he's planking is so perplexing.
Jab from mid-stage would have been crazy, but jab from the edge will definitely do it. It's not going to be the case as Danby comes up with the returning up air, but now has to get this kill or at least some damage.
Oh my god.
Don't do that.
Well, he hasn't been punished yet.
Yet.
Closer.
The operative word.
Closer than last time, certainly, but hasn't happened yet. Glancing blow on the Nair, too. That was so unfortunate. Okay,
again, back on stage, yep.
Yep. Wait. Forward air.
Oh. Bye.
Goodbye.
Split him right down the middle. Danby headed into losers. I mean, you know, it's possible, but like we were saying, Lima is a player playing a character who forces you to be good in situations where not many characters and players are forced into, right? So we're talking about like the platform resets. Sure, there are your Chroms and your Roys, your Sorties who have the fall through the platform and the techs and things like that.
But even then, you're kind of guessing.
You're still kind of guessing, right? But Lima is so tactical with it that it becomes such a strong part of his play. It's like, do I punish him on the ground? Do I go for the air? Is he actually in disadvantage? I'm telling you, he is actually a war mastermind.
You mentioned the art of war in relation to Lima, and I do like that a lot. I wanna look into that more. I've never read the Art of War.
Art of War is fantastic, and there is I'm gonna grossly paraphrase, so none of y'all get me on this. But there is a section in it where one of the principles is to convince your opponent or convince the person you're fighting that your most vulnerable moment is something they can get, you know, their hands on, and it actually being, you know, the moment you're waiting to strike, right? Well, speaking of moments, we're going to take a couple of them to get some things handled. If you don't go anywhere, then we'll be back. We'll see you in a second. Yo, what's up, all my nightclub samurai? We are back trying to get this tournament wrapped up. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and sticking with us with that break, but we're going to get back into this bracket, and it's going to be a big one.
Oh, it's a big match, all right. We are going to losers semifinals after Yanni just clutched off stream in losers quarters against
Nova,
the Inkling player, game 5.
And it was a close one, I will say. Very close. Last stock, last hit, and everything. So Yanni, fresh off of some momentum, we're going to see what he does against Beast.